Welcome everyone to Terrier Talk. I'm Brian Moore. Happy to be joined on the left side of the screen with freshman thrower from the BU track and field team, Emma Kowalski. And Emma, the outdoor track and field season kicked off just a couple of weekends ago in Vermont, and it was quite the debut for you, taking home first in the hammer throw and first in the discus, while also recording personal bests. How would you describe the growth you've had in really limited action this season?
Yeah, I definitely say it's a little it's a little complicated. I'm happy to see that the numbers increased. And I would like to continue to see them to grow. And then I also know all of my teammates had a good opening as well. And I think with all of the inconsistency that we've had, I think we all had a really good opener and excited to see where we can go with the rest of the season.
Well, the reason I say limited action, the indoor season was cut short due to coronavirus. The track and field team had just one indoor event hosting Holy Cross in the Patriot League Challenge. And I'm really interested to know, your take. Coming in as a freshman, I'm assuming you had a virtual high school graduation, and then you were probably unsure even if there was going to be competition this year. What was that uncertainty like for you while also trying to just get acquainted to college life in general?
Yeah, I definitely think it made everything harder to adjust to. In terms of training, you had to get used to inconsistencies and whether the athletic department needed to shut down, our team needed to shut down, getting COVID test results back. So having to wait for everything and knowing that like you have to be put on pause, but it's for the health of everybody else, it makes sense. And then with the large team that we've had, it's harder to get to know everyone. All 120 athletes can't be in the TTC at the same time. So kind of working with the training groups and seeing everyone and trying to get to know everyone has been a little more difficult. But I definitely, right now, COVID in college is all that I know. So I'm excited to see how things will be a little different next year. So,
Emma Kowalski is my guest here on Terrier Talk. And so obviously you've had then limited experience to really the culture of the throwers, but I know you're working together in terms of beating your opponent, but you're also in competition against each other for individual victories. What's that like, and how does this team support that mix?
yeah, so the thrower culture is different than any team in general. Especially here. We want to perform and push the numbers as best as we can individually. But at the end of the day, you train with all of your teammates every day and you want to see them succeed as well. You know what their goals are, you know what yours are. So you're kind of trying to acknowledge and push each other as best as possible. And then at the end of the day, you want someone from BU to be on top of the podium. So whether it's you or a teammate, you're going to be happy.
Well, lastly, I have to involve you in a national debate that has gone on for years. You have a Christmas birthday, December 25th. So are you a fan of birthday presents and holiday presents all at once, or would you actually prefer to have them, celebrate separately?
I would say I'm more of a fan of celebrating separately. My parents have done like a really good job at separating Christmas and birthday gifts. And even now we tend to open Christmas gifts in the morning and then I'll open birthday gifts later in the afternoon. But I do make one combined list and I never end up remembering what I opened for Christmas or my birthday. So it's kind of an in-between answer, but I would definitely think separately would be.
Well, it makes thank you cards a little more difficult. Well, it is the season, and for Emma Kowalski and the BU track and field team, it's all in preparation for the Patriot League Track and Field Championships, which will be held at the end of April in West Point, New York. Until next time, I'm Brian Moore. Let's talk again.